guys, welcome back to the social science offline class of grade 8. Dear students, in today's class, let's continue the history lesson South India. Dear students, in today's class, let's learn about Kadambas and Gangas. The Kadambas. This is the first dynasty to be established in Karnataka. Their capital was Banavasi, which is in today's North Kannada district. Mayura Sharma was the founder and a great king of this dynasty. When Mayura Sharma was insulted by the Pallava king Shivaskandavarma, he adopted the Kshatriya way of life and became Mayura Varma. He defeated the Pallavas in a war and established the Kadamba Empire. He is the pride of all Kannadigas. Dear students, let's learn about Kadamba administration. There was political unity for around 300 years under the Kadamba rule. Royal priests, ministers, and military generals played a significant role in administration. For administrative purpose, provincial officers had been appointed to look after the province. Land revenue was the main source of income in the kingdom. The occupations such as carpentry, goldsmithy, blacksmithy, weaving, oil extraction, pottery were the main ones in the society. Most of the people followed Varnashrama. Greater importance was given to patriarchy and undivided family. Though the Kadambas were the followers of the Vedic culture, they encouraged Jainism and Buddhism. They gave charity to Jaina temples and scholars at Hangal, Puligere and other places and promoted the spread of Jaina culture. Buddhism was also flourishing in the Kadamba kingdom. It included Ajanta and Banavasi, two of the important centers of Buddhism. Both Prakrit and Sanskrit received encouragement. Halmidi inscription has been the first inscription available in Kannada language. The Gangas. The founders of the Ganga dynasty claimed their descent from the Ikshvaku dynasty. They ruled from Kuvalala, Talakadu and Manyapura, today's Manne in Nelamangala, Bengaluru rural district. The Gangavadi kingdom, which began with the rule of Dadiga, also known as Konguni Varma, was ruled by 27 kings. Durvinita was a famous king of this dynasty. He was a brave warrior and scholar. He ruled for a long period and gained control of Punnata in order to strengthen his kingdom. The Nallala copper inscription revealed that he constructed many lakes for the purposes of irrigation. He was a lover of literature and wrote creative works in Sanskrit and Kannada. He even translated the Prakrit work Vaddakatha of Gunadhya into Sanskrit language. Let's see the Ganga administration. The king had a council of ministers to help him. The village committee looked after land revenue, justice, sanitation and defense. Agriculture was the main occupation. There were other occupations like weaving and blacksmithy. They had trade relations with other countries. The practice of a patriarchal undivided family was common. Social values like honesty, loyalty, bravery, and patience were prominent among the people. Chaityalayas, temples, mathas, and agraharas were the centers of education. There were brahmapuris and gatikas for higher education. Talakadu, Shravanabelagola, Bankapura, and Peruru have been named as centers of learning. Since the Gangas were Jains, Jainism flourished here. Pujyapada, Vajranandi, Ajita Sen, and others popularized this religion. They installed a 58-foot monolithic idol of Gommateshwara at Shravanabelagola and made it a famous center. Dear students, you must have heard about the Mahamastakabhisheka of Gommateshwara, which takes place once in every 12 years, even to this day. Dear students, we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope you all have understood the lesson. Now let's have a quick recap of the lesson. Dear students, now it's question time. Pause your video and write down the question. Name the famous king of the Ganga dynasty. Thank you for watching the video. Meet you soon. Stay home, stay safe.